discuss getting a soul stone soon. You, in the meantime, went to go and find the book you were looking for. The book is called... The Recreation of a Swan. And you have a clump of hair from the person Maya said stole the book, and you were tracking that, and you tracked it to a church to Desna. This church seemed to have been overtaken by the mind flayers, as everyone inside of it was worshipping, but in a very hollow sense, as if they were just doing what a mind flayer thinks is worship to Desna. You had headed down into the sort of cellar beneath, a sort of crypt, and found multiple gunmen. I shall grab the picture. Found multiple of these. Warforged with weapons. They riddled River with shots before getting blown the fuck up. And you had headed towards the door that the spell was leading you to. You touched the crystal doorknob, and as you turned and pulled your hand away, your glove, Shaman, turned completely to crystal. You took it off. As it hit the ground, it shattered and exploded into a almost sea foam mist that coated the entire room and all of you in a thin layer of salt. And as the door cracked open and you were able to push it the rest of the way, you see a path sloping down into darkness. It's too far for you to see. And the walls, ceiling and floor, normally just a plain cobblestone, are majority covered in these large salt crystals and just patches of salt. There are small sections where there's like little gaps and you can actually see the cobblestone, but it is majority salt. What are we doing?
And then the snakes.
What?
What?
Send in the snakes, you say?
Send in the snakes.
I have something better.
Before we send in the snakes, do we want me to just do a courtesy perception check? Hi, honey.
I can also do that.
All right.
So we
Not as fun.
it's not as fun, but you just see Ramen, a shaman.
Robin. His name is Robin now.
Send out fucking 17 eyes.
Okay. Roll for me. Dexterity check, Shaman. 45 perception. You can't see down there as the tunnel goes on, the passageway goes on too far for your current vision, for the current light that you have. But you do hear far away what appears to be a shifting of... With the 45, you can tell it's a shifting of crystal, of like salt crystals, scraping along the floor. a big heavy salt object scraping.
Cool.
And you had 17, Shaman?
17. Do you want me to roll just a flat perception for them?
Yeah.
Like one perception roll? Okay, so it's equal to my caster modifier, so it's a d20 plus 15 max.
You cast a modifier or level?
It's my cast. It's perception modifier equal to my caster level, so it's
Okay.
max 15. So. Bro, why do I keep rolling a fucking 3?
So the eyes are summoned in front of you and then shoot out down the passage. They descend into darkness. And then you're looking through them, and one of them, oops, accidentally touches the side wall. And as it disturbs the salt, it sets off a chain reaction. And a few of them are exploded. But looking through them, you are left with one survivor. You do still have an eye, but a lot of them have been taken out by the salt. As looking through them, they're having to like dodge and weave through these stalagmites and stalactites, just trying to get through without fucking kamikazing. But after about a minute of flight at a downward slope, what's the range you have on these actually? How far can they
The
go?
range?
1 mile.
Yeah.
So after about a minute of going down at a slope, the cobblestone turns into stone. It's no longer man-made. As you see, the slope ends and drops suddenly into a cave. Is the eye going into the cave to have a look?
Sure. There's not really an issue why it wouldn't be.
Roll another perception check as the eye goes down into the cave.
Swear to God, you fuck. Swear to God. That's better.
Okay.
Really good.
Can you just roll me a...
So you said these are stalactites?
Both.
Oh. You're no fun.
It's all over the entire fucking passageway. 1, 2...
And they're even coming out like that?
They try to, but then they slope a fair bit. So
So
it's
is there
not...
a path on the wall?
The easier way would be going, like, on the sides, but the sides do still have crystal on them. But there are
You're saying
patches.
it's easier if I do that.
It would be easier if you were to, like, scale the sides. Anthony, roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 D8.
Five.
Okay. 29 perception. The eye drops out, and you see around you. You are in a quite abandoned looking. Well, not abandoned, just a quite dank looking, mostly untouched cave. But there seems to be some planks placed along these two high sections in the cave. It'll make sense when you see the map. Leading from one high section to another, where there's about a 15-foot drop beneath them. And you see a figure placing these planks to try and make this sort of rudimentary bridge. You see... can you also make a stealth check? But you see this.
let
A
me just see
humanoid
what-
made of crystal.
I think it has a weird stealth. Plus 16, so it's a d20 plus 21.
Okay. perception. So you pop down about 15 feet behind this thing as it's placing a couple boards up to try and complete this bridge across. It then turns around and just, without a face, is like looking in your direction. Does the eye do anything?
I can't tell the eye to do anything. I would have sent the message,
Explore?
check it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
The eye begins moving to the side
breast
to have a
stinky.
look at the rest of the
Sticky breast.
cave that it's in. Roll one more perception check.
E.
20. Okay. As the eye moves a little bit further to have a look at the rest of the cave, you see a couple more of these figures. And you see in one section of the raised up area of the cave, there is a massive cluster of these crystals that is building up around a single area. But you're not able to get a great look at the area as you're going in that direction, and suddenly your vision becomes glazed over for a moment, and then the eye is destroyed.
Okay.
So what'd you get out of that, shaman?
There's some fucking crystal golems down there. Or
Guys, we're walking around it.
they're building a bridge. There's a shit ton of them down there.
Are they building a bridge towards
building
this
a bridge.
way or some other way?
Darren, were they building a bridge this way or that way?
They are building a bridge. It seems to be going from where the tunnel drops. They're trying to build one to the raised section that they're at. But it's a big, about 20-foot drop, and it's about 30 feet horizontally away. So they're not doing amazingly.
How far's the wall on the opposite side?
From
Like where the bridge is, how far's the wall?
yeah, I'll show you the map in a second, just to make it make more sense.
Make it make sense, Darren. Make it make sense. You know I can't work without visual diagrams.
Just make sure it works with someone's drinking. Okay, Anthony. This, can you see the map?
Yes.
This is raised about 30 feet off from the surface down here. and there's a rudimentary bridge being built, slowly sloping down to this also raised area, which is about
Are
10
you just
feet
picking
up.
up Baldur's Gate 3 now?
Huh? What did I steal from Baldur's Gate
Roll
3?
20. My computer's
You
weird.
stole the entire Underdark, man. You stole the entire last part of what's been released.
I'm not allowed to
Aaron
use
has no original ideas in his
sections
head.
of D&D, apparently.
Okay.
I've sent
Sure.
y'all to the Underdark before. Fuck you both.
In the 5e game.
Alright.
There was no
Hey,
mushrooms
Aaron.
in the Underdark last time.
Trust me, man.
Huh? 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 Wait, yes there were. There was literally a fucking psychedelic farm that you stole from.
Oh, is there anything over on this side?
Which side?
On this part of the wall?
Over here?
Yeah.
Here?
But just anywhere along this part of the wall.
Having had an okay look, there were 4 of these figures. Their positions vary as they're walking around, but the entire cavern has these less of a scattering of crystals like the tunnel has that you're gonna go down. Instead, there's these big stalactites. Stalagmites.
Roof.
Sorry, stalagmites coming up from the ground.
What about on the roof? Is there anything on the roof?
Yes, there are also stalagmites. And over here is where the big cluster was. I'll draw some of the stalagmites here.
Why is Roll 20 is lagging like fucking crazy right now?
Is this like a dead end area, Darren, or does it branch off in some way that's not indicated by the map?
From what he saw, it seems to just be a single little cavern. Single little cave.
Okay.
Single pocket.
And are your spells leading us to this,
Spell is
Cluster,
leading
yeah,
him
where-
down.
to the cluster?
Down,
He
down,
can't
down.
tell with what he cast, but yeah, it's leading in that direction.
Do we want to try to make nice with the salt friends, or do we just...
I don't know if they're gonna be
Yeah, we
nice.
Can't you do knowledge of nature on them?
I haven't
Figure out
seen
what-
them yet.
Oh yeah. I wonder if I could. Just not gonna be a bad roll.
Can you describe them?
Yes, I described them in great detail.
Okay.
Can I roll a knowledge check on that?
It would
As
be
description.
a... Let me figure out what knowledge it would be.
It's golem looking things, so I'm gonna guess knowledge
Arcana?
engineering.
Or that too, yeah.
If it is a golem. But I don't know.
Well, they have a golem design look to them. Aim for the energy core in their chest.
I'll say either planes or nature.
Well, you already know what my knowledge planes check is, so.
So you're gonna take planes?
Yeah, I'm 60.
Okay. So you've seen crystal golems before, and they usually are a lot more sophisticated and see-through. These are more salt-based golems, and they don't seem to have been crafted in the sense that they were sculpted in any specific way and then enchanted like a golem is. They seem to have been formed in some way, like the stalagmites on the ground. They're a similar size, and it's as if they were brought to life, and they just took a slightly humanoid form. Specifically, they would have similar weaknesses as a crystal golem would, in that sonic damage and force damage would be bad against them.
What about water? Salt and water will dissolve, unless it's like
It
a
would
different
have to be a
type-
massive amount.
Massive
or
amount
hot
of water.
Like,
Man,
you would
follow me,
have
that's
to
close
put them in a
to work.
pool of water and
Second
they
time
would
that's come up
slowly
to me.
dissolve,
If
or you'd
only
have to
we
use hot
had
water.
somebody that could summon elementals.
Man, that's the second time this bardic class has come up this week.
Will you just try and steal my my golems?
Uh-huh.
Hey, these technically aren't golems.
You said they're golems, so
Well,
Is-
it's
Say they're
because
golems.
Anthony said
Is-
they're golems.
does it have a creature subtype as a construct?
No, they are summons.
Much less fun, but
So, the highest summon I can do is summon creature level 8 now, which is what exactly?
what's good against salt? Even more salt.
A different type of salt. Oh, I can summon a Elder Elemental now.
Nice.
That's the highest elemental class you can get.
Poggies. That's very poggies. I say, sweating.
I think it's a 2 slams plus a 24.
Huh?
Melee attack, 2
Okay.
slams, so 2 d20s plus 24 on each.
I really don't know. I want one though.
You want one?
Get rid of
Whatever
three
happened to
of
the-
them has a Gerald. Is that what I'm hearing?
What level is that? I do have it though. Yeah. That makes sense.
What does?
Wish I was a summoner.
Oh.
You gave me a scroll of Dominate Monster, but it's a level 9 wizard scroll. So I would lose it if I used it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we gonna do?
Theoretically, depending on how bad the stalactites and stalagmites are, I could walk over on the ceiling and just check out the cluster in the back here, hopefully without tripping any of them
Ow.
to...
Fast did they move when they were doing it?
I will also say, you have one obstacle before getting here, and that is trying to get through.
I've already got that obstacle figured out.
Oh, okay.
We'll just walk on the walls.
Look, when a level 7 spell is the answer, it's pretty easy.
Okay.
But okay, how slow were they moving when you looked at them?
Aaron?
Yeah, you rolled good perception. They seem to be quite slow. Maybe 20-foot movement speed.
It's pretty damn slow.
Yeah.
I would know. I have a character that has 20-foot movement speed. It takes them forever to get anywhere. But I want one.
We can come back for it later.
I know. I want it now.
You have more important things to save the world.
What? It's another golem that I could have.
You don't even use your other one.
Yeah, it's on the boat, protecting the boat. It's kind of hard to bring him places. He's huge.
See, it's a copy of you.
It looks like you. It gets confusing.
Its name is Gerald.
Am I talking
I've
about
met a
Spectre,
few
or am I
female
talking about
Geralds.
Shay?
You've never met a female Gerald. Shut the fuck up.
Listen, Zanzibar's a really weird place. When you grow up here, you meet a lot of weird people.
Mm-hmm. Would you say, like, force damage and sound damage would be bad against them? Like,
Good.
would it be bad for
Good.
them? Okay,
Good
for
against
them.
them.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Bad
And
for
you said
them.
a shit,
Good
Bad
against
for
them.
them. Right.
and a shit ton of water.
You kind
flying
of combined saying those at the same time.
Sorry. Yeah, it
Yeah,
would be
I was
similar
very
to a
confused. I'm like,
crystal
but-
golem. It would hurt them a lot.
But I want one. Ways to control the golem.
They're not technically a golem. They're a summon.
I don't care if I can steal it.
Okay.
Sometimes golems will make a talisman.
How big are these puddles of water?
The white things, those are stalagmites.
Look, it's not my fault, Andy.
No, these things.
Oh, sorry. Yes, those are little puddles of water, and you could see drops coming from above, as if there's a underwater lake somewhat nearby above this cave. And it's just
So we flood it.
drop, 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 coming in. Very, extremely slow. Sorry, it's like drop, a minute, drop.
Okay.
There is a spell called Control Construct.
Do you have it?
No, I wish it did. It would be awesome. I'm pretty sure Darren has never even heard of that spell, so
I have
wouldn't
not
it.
heard of 3/4 of the spells in Pathfinder. There
What
are
you're
too
saying
many.
is, I just need to go into the Red Library, go grab a.
After
We
having
only
a
have
look,
limited time for this spell.
after having a look at the fucking at y'all creating characters for the one shot, I have realized I do not know how to make a Pathfinder character after DMing for 2 years, and I will never learn. I refuse to learn. I can only DM.
Well, I mean, if you're going to play in my game, you have to learn.
Fuck. I shall still not learn, and I will just play a dumb fucking.
So you're just gonna
barbarian
play
himbo.
Anthony.
You'll play a fighter.
You're gonna
No,
play
I'm
Anthony.
gonna play a himbo
Aw.
barbarian that doesn't know anything.
Man, Lotus Eaters are gonna be fun with you.
Okay, so are we going in or not? Because we do have a certain time limit for the spell.
We got 2 hours. I don't know how long it's been, but it's 2 hours.
It's been
You guys
about
cast
half that
again.
at this point.
I can't cast it again. I can
Why
only do
not?
it today. Because
Why?
it comes from my item.
I look at him. I slap him.
I
Why
told
did you
this
tell us
twice.
this in the first place?
I did!
No, you didn't.
When we were on the ship and we were looking
Well, I
for
mean,
that
there
engineer.
is time dilation in the Red Library.
We have a certain amount of time.
It's time dilation. That means it goes faster in there than it does out here.
Then while Shay's in there, we kill them all.
If I come back and every single one of them's dead, I'm going to kill everybody here, including you, and then myself.
You do not get this.
If anybody
No, I'm
hurts
allowed.
Gerald, I've only met Gerald today, but if anything happens to him, I will kill everybody here and then myself.
But which one's Gerald?
Yes.
I haven't decided yet.
I haven't decided yet, but it's one.
Can you please go to the library and get this fucking spell?
I mean, we don't have to do that. What I'm doing is just like, all right, so I'm going to cast reverse gravity on the wall there, so probably a D100 there.
Oh, wait. Which way are you gonna point it?
It's going to be up against one of the walls, probably the one that has the least amount of shit sticking out of it.
Are you attempting to alter the crystals, or just make it so you can walk on the wall?
Just make it so we can walk on the wall.
Okay, so I'm gonna need 2 D100s to see the first one, so that you can actually do it in that direction. The second one is so that you don't suddenly drop all of the crystals from one wall to the other.
I gotcha. Okay, so we got 92 and 4.
Okay. So, you were trying to do it so that the gravity, instead of going down, would go to the right.
Sideways.
Instead, it does the opposite and goes to the left. It is also extremely strong, and the majority of the crystals on the right wall suddenly fall to the left. So you have a mostly clear right wall, but there's also extreme gravity dropping to the left.
Okay, so if I let the spell go, everything will go back to normal, but we
It'll
have
just
a
drop,
clear,
but you have a
it'll
somewhat clear right wall.
clear right wall. Okay. All right, who here can fly?
Nope.
I can fly. I also have my my Spider-Man slippers.
Okay, so you're good.
You do, yeah.
Anthony
You can
can't
just
fly.
fucking walk on the wall.
I know Andy can
I
fly,
can say, yeah, that ceiling, and there's not a problem for me. I can just.
and I seem to remember River can fly because of some item or some shit like that.
I think River was the only one that can't fly.
Can't
Yeah, I
fly.
think she
can
just
do
doesn't
the
take
big,
fall damage.
She has big jumps. She can
Oh,
jump like
yeah,
200
that's
and
what it
something
was. She
feet.
can jump. Yeah.
So basically fly.
All right, so can you fly sideways? I mean,
just out of
it
my
is
field.
wings. I don't know how that would work. They are magical wings.
Uh,
I'm sure she could.
I'm pretty sure flying sideways is just would be part of it.
Okay, 'cause
It'll
I'm
be a
always
dexterity check to make sure you don't hit any crystals. With advantage because of the reverse gravity, having cleared the path. So I need a dex check with advantage from Yaz, and the rest of you are fine.
All right, and then I'm going to cast fly on the two people that can't.
So fly checks or what?
No fly checks needed. The
Oh, that's fine.
the way has been cleared.
Yeah, it gives you
That's even worse.
Oh, wow.
How did that happen?
A 4 and a 3. So, you all get through, but nearing to the end, as you're like seeing the opening and the plateau that you drop down onto, 4 of you have landed, but Yaz is last, and she clips one of the crystals with her wing, and instantly both of your wings turn to crystal and disappear as you come falling out into the plateau. You have no more use of those wings for today. They've been eaten,
I got cocky.
but she did make it.
but she made it.
I am here.
Okay,
That's
so I don't have to just like, okay, telekinesis real quick.
Get rid
Okay, but we're on the plateau now. God.
yeah. May have some trouble getting a backflip. We'll worry about that when we get to it.
Okay, so now that I can see them,
Yes.
they are made of salt, so it's kind of see-through, everything like that. Does it look like there's a body inside of them, like
roll
where the crystal
perception.
took over the body? Because that could change my plan on how to get one of them. 30.
You see, through all 4 of these ones, there doesn't seem to be a body in it. You also see, up here, a massive cluster where there is almost a semi-formed one, about this big. And in the center of it,
Is the book?
overtaken by the salt that is like partially see-through, you see a humanoid.
Oh, is this... Okay, cool.
You see someone.
Is he missing a ponytail?
You see this figure. I can get my shit up.
Arigato.
You see this figure. Whoops. your spell is pointing directly to, as you see clutched to their chest, a book opened in their direction.
That's why we were supposed to. Oh,
Oh, that salt's gonna be so bad for the business.
all right, guys. I need you to distract the golems for 10 minutes.
Oh, the book itself? Give me one sec. I think I might have put this in chat already. But the
Is
book...
it embedded in the golem?
Yes, so the person and the person and the book are both under about 5 foot of salt. This is what the book looks like. It's bound in this sort of marble, and it has printed on the front of it the recreation of a swan.
Does it look like that person has any kind of control over anything, or is she just surrounded with shit?
Roll sensitive.
Wonder if we can just banish it.
Hey, 63.
Nice.
Wow.
You can see their eyes are fully open, as if their eyelids are being pulled back. And they're looking around, and as they look at one of the golems, they look to a different spot, and the golem goes where they looked. And they seemingly do that multiple times, and at one point, after a couple of minutes of observing, you see their hand moves through the salt as if it's just water, and they turn a page. And then their hand goes back and just freezes.
Okay, so some sort of... They're in control, but something is controlling their mind. Ish looking kind of deal.
Yeah, there's some sort of dual
Magical
manipulation going
interference.
on.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so I've got this really good spell that you gave me a long time ago. Do you remember that Dominate Person spell? It's indefinite.
The one that you got from one of the... Is this one of the
believe it was
books that you
Urkima?
Finished?
Yes, I believe it was like Urkima or something like that.
Yeah,
it was the one where
Yeah.
it was coded in and I finished it.
Yes,
That
yes,
way
yes,
I didn't
yes,
have
yes.
to actually do brain surgery on the person.
Yes.
Okay.
That's about
So
it.
Dominate Person. How long a fucking... Nope, not Dominate Monster. Okay, so it's 25 foot. It's 5 feet for 2 levels. 15, so that's... 15, so that's 70. No. What's 5 times 14? No, it's 5 foot for 2 levels, so that would be 7. So 25 plus 35 is 60 foot. Okay, so where are they at in the golem? Kind of
They
in the
are
center?
where they are. Yeah.
Okay, so
In the
God
middle
damn
of
it.
So these are all summoned creatures,
Oh
right?
no! He has a gun. Roll an Arcana check.
Bruh.
Hard to tell. They don't.
Okay, so if I
When you
can
detect
break
magic, they don't seem to have a aura similar to when you summon a creature. How they have like a timed duration before they're going to be sent back to whatever plane you stole them from.
I
Instead,
should have clarified. Are they from this plane?
roll knowledge planes.
Also, Anthony,
Hmm.
you're the one that's good at identifying magic, right?
Yep.
Okay, so if you can identify what type of magic that is being used on the main golem there.
47, baby.
So with knowledge planes, you can tell they're not from this plane, but you don't get any more.
Don't try to
than that.
banish them.
Damn it.
And with a 47,
They're immune to magic.
you are able to tell The book has overwhelming void magic coming from it. Like, extremely overwhelming void magic coming from that book.
Papa's
currently.
getting hungry.
I've got an idea.
Specifically, as you detect magic, and you can sort of see the auras, the different auras coming from different places, you can see a line going from the book to each of the golems. Quote unquote. Now I'm calling them golems because of you bastards.
Well,
If we
The
grab
salt
the boys,
basically golems. It's just easier to refer to
Yeah.
them as that.
You can see a line
So-
going to each of them, and an overwhelming aura coming from the book that has consumed the person holding it.
All right, so my genie magic is an offshoot of void magic, right?
It came from void magic, yeah. Void magic was like
Okay.
one of the first ways people used magic, and then
Mhm.
genie magic is the closest step from that is still used today.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
how crocodiles are the closest thing we have to dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
I thought chickens were.
Well, crocodiles have been around for millions of years. Or not millions of hundreds of thousands of years. Tens of thousands of years. However fucking long.
I'm not a
long
scientist,
ass time.
Anthony. I don't
They're
know.
they're
Google it.
literally just dinosaurs is what they are. They haven't evolved for a long ass time.
Crocodiles, lizards.
They
yeah.
are the peak form.
Was that right, Anthony?
reptiles.
Peak performance.
Yeah,
Hell
any
yeah.
reptile.
It's that sort of thing where the dinosaurs is the void magic, crocodiles is genie magic, and then other animals. They still came from there, but quite far removed. And this is a big dino. This is very strong energy. And you haven't seen, Shaman, such a strong aura come from an item as of yet.
Not even from the book that we had earlier?
Which book did you have earlier?
The Void book that I ate partially.
The one that no one could read.
No, this is much stronger of an
Strong.
aura.
I want it.
You can't have it. We have to get it back.
I just want to read it.
You can't read it. We're not supposed to open it. It looks at salt constructs looking shit and like, I wonder what happens when you open it.
He's bitch made. I'm a different
I'm also
breed.
gonna assume you're all
Look, I'm just
talking
gonna need
through
you to-
your earpieces
Yeah.
as to
Yeah.
not alert anything.
I'm just gonna need you to hold them off for 10 minutes.
How the fuck are
We
we
can do
supposed to
that.
hold these things off? I can't cast magic on it.
For 10 minutes.
We can do it.
I'll go when.
Did you just hold a grudge? Yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine.
I guess we all go when Yaz's go, or when Shay tells us to go.
What is Shay gonna do?
All right, so
10
you know that
minutes.
dominate person spell that
Uh-huh.
I made,
Uh-huh.
finished, which is highly genie energy
Uh-huh.
or genie magics right now. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to force that void magic into becoming genie magic and using that to piggyback my dominate person onto them.
Okay.
I also have a hero point that I can use.
Okay. And how long does that take? Does that take 10 minutes to cast?
Yeah, it says 10-minute casting time.
Okay.
I think that's what
Roll
we agreed on.
a d100.
$83.
Hey, that's
Roll
pretty
a d10,000.
10,000. That is the one. That's 10. 1, 2, 3. I think that's. It looks like 10,000.
That is
1324. Man, if only the 3 and the 2 were switched. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, he just made you roll on a fucking wild magic table.
I figured that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
but this is actually
Alright.
a pretty decent idea.
We are waiting for you to give us the go, Shay. Just trying to figure out what's. So to clarify, because I keep fucking forgetting, if you get a +4 to strength and charisma on an elemental, that increases both their
2.
attacks by 2, right?
And damage.
Yeah.
And damage by 2. Okay. Oh, so that's actually 26.
Okay, nothing noticeable happens. So, a 83. Okay.
Who did I accidentally get the attention of? Is what I want to know.
Roll another D100 for me.
He's rolling that, does the person specifically
18.
inside give off? Am I getting any evil aura that I'm detecting?
Detecting it, you are unable
Yeah.
to get any aura from them.
Okay.
It doesn't detect as any sort of alignment.
Strictly neutral. Got it.
Okay.
Or it's, yeah, it could be terrifically neutral, but it's
Well,
also
that's
like,
not-
True neutral doesn't give off anything.
yeah, neither does Void. That shit does not give off any alignments either.
Yeah.
Well, that's because the void magic is true neutral.
Yeah.
I am going to, before I just do this, I am going to run this by Shay and Shaman both. Do you want me to just make it rain? Just get that water
Do that.
going?
Do that.
Yeah, we'll see what. If shit fucks up. Yes.
What
Okay, if shit fucks up, keep it in the back pocket. Got it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hold the spell.
What components does the spell have? Is it verbal, somatic?
Verbal and semantic.
Dominate person. Verbal semantic.
Does
we gotta
a
make this spell
scroll
up, so
take a lot? Does a scroll like remove the need for those, or is it just removing the need for material?
I think it just removes the need for material, but I do have
Okay.
silent spell, so it would just be semantic at this point if I needed to do that.
Shay's over there doing fucking jutsus and shit.
Okay, so roll another D100. Last one.
Just drawing circles on the ground.
Fucking
Specifically,
little alchemist.
the yin yang sign. What the fuck is that noise?
Okay,
It sounds like it's raining outside, but it's not raining.
so it's going to take 3 rounds to complete. So I'm going to need initiative from 2 of you for 3 rounds of combat.
Well, 3 because Andy.
Yeah.
True, yeah, if you want Carolina
Which
as well.
would be it'd be a whole lot easier for me to just control one person.
Yeah. So you'll have 3 rounds of combat. A 4th round, so that you have a first surprise round.
Okay.
So we are attacking.
That's completely up to you, but there's going to be 3 rounds of them noticing that she's here and that you're all here.
She's right next to us?
Yes.
I don't see anything that.
Okay, so hold the line is what you're saying.
Oof.
Ooh.
What the fuck is armor lock?
Oh wait,
Is
they
that
have
literally
20
a
foot movement.
spell's name?
We're chilling.
It is a spell. Holy fuck.
Okay, so the first round, the sort of surprise round, are the 3 of you doing anything? Or should we...
I'll let Yaz go first.
Okay, so we'll do the surprise round properly. Does Carolina want to do anything, Lee? Or do you want to just skip her for the surprise round?
Alright, I think I'm gonna look up this spell right quick because force damage works.
I'll go into Yaz as you have a look at that. So
Yeah,
Yaz
go
can
ahead.
do
I'll
that
look
thing.
at it.
Yeah. Quick question, Darren.
Yes.
Are these birds I'm seeing actually going up to us, or is there still a bit of a gap between us and them?
The
Look at it,
planks here?
Yes, the plates.
Yes, the plank slowly descends. There's about a 30-foot drop between where you are and the floor, and these slowly descend along these mushroom caps, and they go to this area.
It is a force effect. Okay, cool.
How heavy are the plates?
They're solid, but they're not
Mhm.
super massive. What are you hoping? Are you
Alright.
hoping to pick one up or push one?
I'm just hoping to, just pick them up and drop them off the edge. We want people who can fly and telekinesis, the rest of us.
Yeah, you could easily just push them off.
Alright, cool, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. You spend your round
God damn it, why did I close it?
pushing these 3 off, so there's no connection between that mushroom and here.
Yes.
Shaman.
We are summoning a elder water elemental right into
How
this
big are they?
puddle. It is a huge outsider.
Huge?
Huge. With a H capital.
Oh yeah, because they
Big boy.
grow in height, not size.
Yeah.
Looks about right.
Yep.
So you see this puddle just suddenly expands, and it bubbles into almost a water balloon, and then takes a form of an elemental.
Yep. And he's able to do his 2 attacks, so that is a
You have control over
D20, 26. And
Why?
whoa.
Where you give me control too on accident?
I give
Yeah.
everyone control, rather
Does
than
a 29
scrolling
hit?
through the list. A 29 will hit.
Okay. Do the other attack because he has actually 2 slams.
Goodness.
I'm guessing a 34 will hit too.
I'm guessing.
4 D10s plus. I'm doing both the damages, so that'd be 20. That takes. What the fuck? 32
That
damage.
is
Jeez.
great damage there, bud. Great damage.
I did absolutely amazing with that one.
So, are these up on the bridge right now?
One sec, I'm not looking at the screen.
Oh, okay.
I was just putting music on.
If we could produce more water into this cave, that'd be really good. Cause a fucking vortex, and then they can't attack us.
So, what were you asking, sir?
Okay, I said, are any of these up on the bridge right now?
No, they're not.
Are they down on
They're
the ground?
all currently, like, positioning boards.
Okay, so we're gonna put a force sword right, or mage's sword right here.
Okay, what is that? Is that, like, spiritual weapon?
Yeah, basically, it's just spiritual weapon on steroids.
Okay. How big is it?
One sword.
So it's a normal sword size?
Chimps were like plane of force. The sword. It looks like just normal swords.
Okay.
Looks like it just.
You have control. Where do you want
Yeah.
it to go?
Be probably right there, so it can. We're going to designate that one as its attacker. And this is force damage, so.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so. Its attack bonus is equal to your caster level, so 15, 14, 15, plus charisma, which is 11, so that's 26, I think. Plus 3, so 29. Okay. I rolled a 3.
32 will hit.
Oh, okay, cool. Doesn't get clanking. Crit multiplier 1920. 46 plus 3. Okay. Kind of shit damage, but damage is damage.
15.
And it just kind of stays on it until I move it to another target.
Okay, so it suddenly appears, this spectral sword does a single slash, and it's just a sword, but you see as it slashes, there seems to be a rippling effect on the salt, and a fair bit of it just chunks off.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Darren, how did this one react with the water elemental hitting it?
Similarly, as you hit it, there's a bit. It does 1.5 damage instead of double.
Okay.
So, as it leaves a little bit of water on it, making its exterior layer a sort of slurry rather than hard salt.
Oh, it always attacks from. Okay, so that's alright.
So it's Carolina's turn again. But now
Oh, shit,
we're
yes.
out of the surprise room.
Just do another one.
Disintegrate. Disintegrate.
What part of immune to magic?
I don't fucking know. I forgot.
I will
Looks
say
like a
that
magician
is
to you?
golems are immune to magic.
Well, I mean, I did roll a fucking 60 on the check, so are they immune to magic?
You haven't encountered anything like these or heard of anything like this before. They seem to be quite magical, and you don't have any reason to think that they would be immune to magic. You've never heard of creatures like this summoned by a void
Meta magic
book.
rods. Yeah. Electricity and cold. Damn it! Some cool stuff.
The Elder Water Elemental is 40 feet long and weighs 24,000 pounds. Jesus.
Magic missile, force sword. That'll be it. Well, yeah, I've already cast Mage's sword.
As tall as the ceiling, Darren. Very close.
What?
I'm gonna suffer a huge
At the bottom of the ecology for the water elemental, it says it's 40 feet long and weighs 24,000 pounds. It's a big boy.
Yeah, so it's technically huge, but it is like a snake spiraling up. So yeah, what is Carolina doing for her
The vision, watching and
this turn?
That's what I'm thinking. So, how do meta magic rods work?
What type do you have?
Oh, you can stack it. Okay. It doesn't say I can't, so I don't know why. I'm waiting for Andy to type with me. Okay.
This is the first round, so there's 2 more rounds until
Yeah.
the spell is done.
Okay. Which one got affected by the water? This one and this one?
Just that one.
Just this one? Okay, well, right here, I'm going to cast Fireball, but I'm going to use the cold meta magic rod to make it a cold ball.
Okay,
Yes.
and who are you hitting?
It would beat these two.
These 2?
Yeah.
Okay, roll damage. And that's a reflex.
Yeah.
Fireball.
It would be cold.
37
No, it
cold. Okay. Are you trying to make it cold damage or water?
Well, yeah, he doesn't have a water magic rod, so I'm making it cold magic because he doesn't have the ability to
Do water?
change stuff like I do.
Oh, it's an
Okay,
ice
yeah.
fireball.
Yeah, it's just basically an ice ball.
Frost.
Big
Nice.
ice ball, but one of them is covered in water, so you know, you figure
Permafrost.
something like that. And the sword attacks again.
Oh shit.
What?
That's gonna fucking called what's called free snaps.
Yeah.
If he's already covered in water.
Oh, yeah.
No, sword crits. That's a sword crit. I think
A 42 will
hits.
confirm.
Okay, so that is. What was it? 46 with 86, 8067 plus 6. So that does 29 damage to that one.
Okay. Neither of those two are looking good.
Good.
They are both bloodied. Okay. It's the big one's turn. So you see, as your casting has begun and you have all started firing spells off at the crystalline salt golems, the research assistant who stole this book looks up for the first time at you all, and you see they grip the book even harder and just flick a single finger out through the salt towards you and then retract back into the salt. What are your alignments?
Chaotic neutral.
Neutral good.
Hey, Andy's chaotic good.
Chaotic good.
No, you're neutral good because we went through the thing.
Andy's chaotic good.
Everybody who went to the the angel tree or
Yeah.
whatever, fuck, we went up one alignment.
No, because I was in the neutral territory before, so fuck, we have to do chaotic good.
Okay. The three of you, except Shay, I need the three of you to make fortitude saves. So, Carolina,
Yes.
What's ice?
fortitude. From three of you but Shay.
26, baby!
Make sure Andy doesn't have anything weird.
They're going through the list of immunities that Andy has. Is this a death effect?
Oh, that's Will. Okay.
Is her name Trevor? I have advantage on Trevor's.
Stop.
Okay, so it's just fort saves normal. Okay. 31.
31. Okay. Yaz fails, the other two of you succeed.
Yep, that's right.
Oh,
Your breath stinky, go away. Your breath stinky. Go fix your breath.
Let me just confirm the damage. Okay. Yaz, you take 89 points. The other two of you take 44. And Shay, you take nothing. As the three of you feel a sort of wash of heat come over you, as if a warm wave hits. And then suddenly your skin becomes extremely dry. You feel your eyes glaze over partially, and as you blink, you get this crusty salt
Y'all got
coming out of your
y'all got
eyes.
salted.
And
Y'all got salted.
you just feel this extreme dehydration.
Y'all got assaulted.
So
That's
40... What did I say? 46 points... Was it? Yeah.
You said half of
No,
that.
44 points
Yeah.
to the two of you who succeeded, and 89 to Yaz. And that's their turn. Yaz, it comes to your turn.
Hey, Shaman, if you could be a deer, please, and on your turn help me out. I'm just gonna lay hands on myself twice.
So I cast. Not my turn.
23 and 26.
Two. So just Carolina.
Yay, now it's like I got that halved.
Alright.
And now it's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Healing up. Comes to these boyos.
Where would my turn be at in the turn order? Like, say just middle.
I would say top of the round. So as
Okay.
soon as the
Round.
fourth round starts, that's when it's over. So this is currently the first round still. Comes to their turn. This is their first turn. These two? Does the sword get AOs?
I don't have any fucking clue. I think it just follows it around and hits it.
Okay, I'll say it gets an AOO. So make an attack as they leave their threatened. Uh,
31.
Yeah, fuck, you have to roll on that one to miss. Roll damage.
Cool.
13. Okay. So they both walk into the water elemental. Anthony, I need a fortitude save from the water elemental.
Oh, okay. I was about to say you mother.
2 fortitude
Salty.
saves.
2 fort saves, which is increased by 2 because they're extra. Wait, no, it's only by con, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty
So
salty,
that's,
if you ask me.
That's a. Shut up. Shut up. Plus 14, and do that again. 30, 16, 28.
Uh, 16 fails, 28 succeeds. They take 70 points of damage and 37 points of damage. So 103. 107.
37. 107. Yeah, 37.
107 points out of. Oh, Jesus Christ.
How many are they still alive?
Yeah.
Okay. And these two are now dissolving in the elemental.
So they're constantly taking damage?
They are both constantly taking damage, and the water elemental will be killed when they are fully dissolved. It will overcome them. They're basically going to kill each other.
Well, it works. It's 2 down.
Yeah.
These two...
And that means you can still get one more shot in on another one.
It's going to walk under here. You can take another AOO. Here. 16 damage.
Aren't these ones being affected by the gravity or no?
The gravity?
I thought Shay fucked with the gravity.
Nah, that was back
No,
in
that
the
was in
tunnel.
the back one.
That
Oh,
was so you could get through the crystal tunnel without touching
okay.
it. These ones are going to come over here. Their arms are going to become spikes, and they're both going to shoot a spear out. One at Yaz, one at... Shaman.
Reflex.
Nope.
Makes
Oh,
A 24 to hit you, Shaman, and a 30 to hit you,
Nope.
Yaz.
30. No, does not hit.
Okay, they both shoot out a spear, and Yaz, you're able to, using one of the gauntlets you have, just deflect it. So it hits the wall behind you, and Shaman, you just sidestep it easily. As Shaman, it comes to your turn.
so this guy is going to... He can still make attacks, right? Without taking more damage.
Yes.
your breath stinks. Go
This
away.
one right here.
What part of your breath stinky?
That'll hit.
I don't want to smell that.
Damn it, that was just under a crit.
Ah.
Crit's on 19.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand you want lush, but your breath is stinky. You got stinky breaths. And you are when you
That'll
come in
hit.
a room, all I can smell is your stinky breaths.
4d10
That's all
plus...
I can smell is your stinky
20.
breaths. No, close your mouth. You got stinky breaths. You got stinky breaths. Alright, go that one.
35 damage, and then I'll be healing us up in the water
Oh, was
element.
that
Actually,
both
be-
attacks
No,
together?
come back.
Yeah, that was
And
both
you hit
attacks
that one?
together. Yep.
Okay.
I need a lot of health, so it will be
The cat on the railway.
this one, what we'll be casting.
Everyone here was how much?
Everybody gets 48.
48?
48, everybody gets healed.
Nice. That your turn?
Yep.
Okay, round 1 is over. Carolina.
So this one just moves over here and starts attacking that again.
Go for it.
Going into the sword, slash, slash. I mean, into the water elemental.
Oh, good damage.
21. Okay.
Oh. That's a resonating word on shaman.
Huh?
Nothing.
Kill him.
Oh, yeah, fuck, I didn't even notice that one. What's... Railway cat on the cat of the railway train. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot 9 missiles. But that one,
Which one?
that one.
Go for it.
So
How much damage is that?
9. A bunch. Okay, so it's 1d4 plus 1, so that'd be 9d4 plus 9.
And that's force
yeah,
damage.
98. Yeah, it's force damage.
Nice, nice.
I forgot to roll it.
Elemental has damage resistance. I forgot about that.
But 38 damage because I rolled really well.
Nice. 38 plus 19. Okay, you see it does do more damage than you thought as it's forced.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm going to quicken another magic missile. So
Go for it.
And I will do it again.
Sounds
27.
good that time. I rolled a lot of ones.
With those 2 attacks, that one is bloodied. You see multiple large chunks coming off of it. The center of it now, that big hole in the center, extends up all the way through it. It is looking bad. That's Carolina's turn.
Yeah.
Comes to the big one.
I don't think Shay can do anything other than concentrate harder.
You
Do
see
better, damn it!
the research assistant tilts the book down partially. Again, the inside of the golem is almost, to them, water as they just glide through it. They place their hand on the book, reach a hand out to you all, close a fist, and sort of push down. I need all of you to make a fortitude save.
Giving me fort saves to make.
27, baby.
I'm going to use my last hero point on that.
Go for it.
So I rolled a 2. There we go.
23. Okay.
Also,
Carol. Yes.
what was I gonna say? All right, can I tell my psychopomp to partially form with me so I can force more genie magics into it?
What are you trying to do by forcing more genie magic into it?
Just to fucking, I don't know, make my goddamn saves higher against the stuff that she's casting at me. Because a Phoenix has a whole lot more fucking.
What is the Phoenix's fortitude save?
The Phoenix's fortitude save is 17, but it would be a partial transformation to go full Phoenix.
Roll a D100. If you get above an 80, you can use the Phoenix's fort save for these.
13, never mind.
So you attempt, and you sprout a couple feathers, and then the feathers fall off, and they disappear.
Yeah.
So, everyone but Shaman fails. So, Shaman.
Fortitude is not my strong suit.
Shaman, you see appearing on your shoes, salt crystals. But they stay on the outside. The rest of you
Oh no.
see
yeah,
salt
shit.
crystals appearing
Fucking,
on your shoes,
the battle dress is
and they dig in. The battle dress.
battle dress is a reaction, right?
Reaction to attempt to counterspell.
Okay, can I attempt to counterspell that on myself?
Yeah, roll a caster level check.
I rolled a 3.
You
What am I
attempt,
gonna be?
and this is some sort of spell that is being cast through the book above and beyond what you're able to do in just a quick reaction while you're also focused on casting.
Okay.
So, the 3 of you that failed, the salt crystals begin forming on your shoes and quickly dig into your feet. And up to your shin is turned to crystal.
How much time do we have?
Okay.
You
I'll be back
have
in a couple.
approximately 3 rounds.
Oh, good. I don't have to worry about it.
Depending on people's saves. If they fail
Miserably.
more, yeah. Yes. Comes to your turn.
Let's
So I've got
see.
two more rounds. No, one more round. That was new round.
This is the second round. So
So one more
after
round
the
after
next
this.
round,
when it comes to
Okay.
Carolina's turn. Not this time, but the next time.
no. The next time, that'll be the last round, and then the next time it comes to her
Okay,
turn,
so
it's
and
over.
then it. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha, boss.
So she's got this round and then one more.
Okay.
So waiting to see if I need to launch my spells. I'm just gonna try to get my troops and stuff for the time being.
Actually, you are right. I forgot she was top of initiative. So
Yeah, she's top of initiative.
one
That's why
more
I'm going with
turn
her.
for Carolina, and then the next time it's her initiative, you're done. Sorry. Yes.
Cool.
Oh no, it's just saying that since I'm still waiting on the spell to happen, to see if I need to use my spell instead, I'm just gonna work on getting my boots done stuff.
Okay. You're pretty smart. You can tell it isn't just your boots. It has turned your flesh.
What?
You are beginning to be
I s-
petrified.
Would I still
Well,
be
that's not
stuck to the
good.
ground if I'm
Hey,
flying
guys.
above it?
It isn't coming from the ground. You can see it's forming
okay.
on you.
But I'm not stuck to the ground. at this
none of
point
them are
because of
stuck.
that. Okay.
Technically, like, if it spreads enough, you will be stuck since you can't move your legs. But at the moment, you
Right,
can
yeah.
still walk. You just have crystal feet up
Okay.
your shins.
Cool.
Oh, we're still free to move around.
You can move around. If
Yes,
you
well.
were to say jump 30 feet, your feet may explode. But
Right,
other
right,
than that, you're able to walk around normally.
Then I'm just gonna pace and ignore and ignore the panic that's starting to set in. We're gonna do
Okay.
Jay looks at you like, we're all right. Everything's fine. It's good. It's good.
If
I
you want,
trust you.
if you want to do anything at any point out of turn, let me know.
Yeah, you got it.
So that's basically a hold action if you need to do anything. Okay, these two are going to, at this point, the water elemental is like fighting them inside and just doing a tsunami inside of them. And these two just start attacking each other. And they break off big chunks of salt. And after 6 seconds, the three of these are destroyed. As the salt just disintegrates into it, and then the water elemental slowly loses energy and just turns into a big puddle.
Yeah.
These two are gonna make ranged attacks. One against... One against... Carolina. One against Yez. $36 against Carolina, 26 against Yez.
26 will not hit.
Okay, I need a fortitude save from Carolina, please.
Just making sure they don't have something against ranged attacks.
If they have, like,
Yeah, it does
a
look like it.
shield-esque reaction spell.
Yeah.
Okay,
She got good fortitude, though. She does have emergency force sphere.
yeah, do you want to use that?
All fortune. Yeah, might as well. If I go into the emergency force sphere, I can't get out of it, so I can't use.
Okay,
I can't use magic missile. So
that's fine, because as she gets the sphere up to protect herself, the spear hits the sphere. God, that's disgusting to say.
yeah, that was.
The spear hits the sphere, and you see it goes through. Just an inch or two. and it begins spreading the crystal all around the sphere, and the sphere just shatters. The
Okay.
spear dropping to the ground, but it is enough damage to destroy the sphere. Fuck. Never do that again.
Well, you're the one that made it a spear. Could have said sword or something.
Yeah. I have learnt from my hubris.
Anthony's
Anthony
not
is
here.
not here.
Anybody take any damage the last time?
I don't
so.
think we did.
Attacks missed. We'll wait a couple of minutes, and if he's not back in 2 minutes, we'll go on.
Okay. Well, I know what Carolina's going to do if you want to.
Okay. What is she gonna do?
So Carolina's going to use her action to move the sword so it attacks that one.
Mhm.
And as she's going to quicken another magic missile against that one.
Go for it.
So,
And this is the last round before your spell goes off.
and I missed finally.
Ooh. And that was on this attack or the
Yeah.
the magic missile?
No,
auto
yeah,
hits, I
magic
forgot.
missile always hits. Yeah.
God, I finally DM'd 5e again yesterday,
Mhm.
and I kept defaulting to Pathfinder terms. I had to remember diplomacy isn't a fucking thing. I had to remember persuasion, insight,
Actually,
athletics.
you said that one
acrobatics.
looks really bad, right?
Yes, that one is beyond bloody.
Okay, we're going to maximize that.
Okay,
So 36 plus 9 is 45.
45 damage.
Yeah. There's 3
Five.
points for that, and then...
And 45. Yeah, that one is
Quick.
destroyed.
Yeah.
So the missiles spread out and they hit from all different angles, and they actually just pass straight through the sort of crystal salt form of it, and then there's a second where it's just riddled with holes before it collapses into a pile of yummy salt.
Cool.
Oh shit, what initiative were they?
Oh, shit.
I just deleted it.
I believe they were right before Shaman.
Sure. So they're gonna get one more turn.
But because it's a standard action to move the fucking sword to a different target.
I'll give Shaman
Good.
2 more minutes. Whoa.
Snoop Dogg muted himself on Twitch 3 streams ago and still hasn't noticed.
I legit couldn't tell if that was a real thing that happened or
I
not.
think it's a real thing. I think it's a real thing. It's a fucking article.
It's an actual article,
Yeah.
not just a screenshot. Wow.
No one can hear what Snoop Dogg's saying on Twitch, and either he doesn't know or he doesn't care.
Jeez.
It's been way worse than 3 streams. Also, he never changed the name of the stream. It's been the same ever since the first one. He never puts a stream in a category. Sometimes the stream just starts without him. Truly a top creator.
Jesus. Good for him.
Once he forgot to turn off the stream for almost an entire day.
He's leading by
No, I
example.
love when I'll open up YouTube after our sessions, and it feels like a 9-10 hour stream window for our sessions.
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know why it keeps streaming. I think it like keeps streaming for however long we streamed for, so it doubles the time, just so it can upload, and then finally, a day later, it's fixed. It was extremely
rage
fun the
quits a
first
lot.
time. We finished streaming. I closed it, and then I made dinner, and then I went to take a bath, and I checked my phone. I went on YouTube, and I said, "What the fuck? I'm still streaming?" And I had a
Still
panic
streaming?
moment, like, "Wait, what? Has my mic been on this entire
Has
time?"
my computer been going this entire time?
And I went to check it, because I leave my computer on all day, so I'm like, wait, have I just been streaming my computer for the last 6 hours after the game? And I had to watch the stream, and I'm like, wait, why is it still streaming this? That was a scary moment. Oh, I should put something in chat. We finally had the Grung shot yesterday. This is a recap from one of my players of what happened. We created an anarcho-monarchist society. It was very fun. Come on. There you are. Also, I'm never giving any of you the Ring of the Grammarian. I fear for the power it will give me.
I mean, you've already given me a god shard.
Yeah, next campaign. No one's ever getting the ring. It's scary.
That sure was a run shot.
I had them, a bunch of fucking frog people up against humans with flamethrowers, and they survived multiple flamethrower blasts. They ended up making the first one they encountered, killed themselves. They turned the flamethrower on themselves and kamikazed. The second one, they cut the cord, so when they started the flamethrower, they kamikazed by accident. And they ended up, the big boss, the final encounter, was this, a sandcrawler. They had to fight a 120-foot long, 60-foot high, or 100-foot high, 60-foot across metal sandcrawler that was
Did anybody
cutting
think
down
to
the forest and
damage-
eating the trees.
Did anybody think to cut the tracks?
The barbarian ran up to the tracks and started hacking with his axe on the metal tracks. He got about halfway through before he had to grab onto it and go up and continue hacking. At that point, he got shot by the first pistol any of them had ever seen, and he was almost dead. He realized earlier he had swallowed a grenade, so he spat the grenade into the tracks. It blew up in his face.
Earlier.
Yeah, I had, they had captured someone.
Did you stream this one? Does it survive?
So the grenade blew up in its face. It knocked them unconscious. They flew back about 15 feet, hit the ground, lost a death save. As that track was destroyed, the sandcrawler began tilting, and it was going to fall on top of them. I rolled a d4 to see how many rounds it would take for the sandcrawler to fully tilt over. I rolled a 1. The rest of the party had a single round to move 60 feet to them and 60 feet back. These are grung that have a 25-foot movement speed. The warlock ended up using the Ring of the Grammarian to cast tongues to instead
is that what
cast
that's
tongue. And
Yeah.
they made a 100-foot long tongue, their tongue into a 100-foot long tongue, grabbed the barbarian and pulled them out of harm's way before the Sandcrawler crashed. If they
Darren, why
hadn't
didn't
got
you
that
scream
ring,
that sounds amazing.
I'll have to fucking somehow record the next one. I'm gonna do another
Yeah.
one with the same
Please.
villains. But it was, if they hadn't got the ring, and if they hadn't remembered they had swallowed a grenade, it would have been 2 deaths, and it would have taken a lot longer to defeat the Sandcrawler.
Yeah, my first instinct when I see anything on tracks is, let's take out
Track.
the tracks, disable its movement.
Mhm.
I played way too much Battlefield.
But there was one point where I gave the person that was cutting the tracks the option of either letting go of the tracks and giving up, because they had rolled bad on an attack roll and an athletics check, or they can let go of their axe and do something else. They asked for a third option, and I thought they were going to climb into the tracks and detonate the grenade in themselves. I forgot vomiting was a thing for a minute.
Yeah.
I forgot that was a physical option people can do.
I don't know if Anthony's coming back. It's been over 2 minutes, so.
Disappointing. We shall go on to Big Boss's turn. The 3 of you that failed, which is everyone but Anthony, I need fortitude saves from each of you.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's the best one I've done so far.
Okay. Yaz still fails. The other 2 of you do
Yeah.
succeed. And Yaz, the crystal extends up to your thighs at this point. It is spreading
Cool.
extremely fast. From your thighs
Yes,
down,
wearing thigh highs.
you are completely crystal.
Yes, it's wearing thigh highs.
Yeah. Yaz has become thigh highs, made of crystal.
Yes, it's the thighs.
Yes, it's become thigh highs.
Music.
Well, between this and turning into solid gold, I did make a good.
As Yaz, it comes to your turn. Movement at this point will be extremely difficult,
Okay.
as you cannot bend your knees.
How bad is this one here looking?
The last one is not yet bloodied.
Not yet bloody. Okay. I can fix that, probably.
What
Hit it
shall
hard,
we
hit it
do?
fast.
Hit it hard, hit fast. I'm gonna do the star knife, and if it hits, I'm gonna add a smite into it.
That star knife is out of Mantine, right?
Think so.
I believe the star knife is, plus it has a few fun little enchantments and blessings.
Mm-hmm.
A 25 will hit. How many smites are you putting into it?
Perfect. Let's do 2.
Okay, so roll 6,
Put my ball in.
68.
Oh, 17 off the.
68, you said?
Yes.
27.
27.
14, so 31 full, I think.
7, 31, so 62 damage. Yeah, it is beyond bloodied now. As it takes that hit, you see it raises one of its arms to block, and you hit right. You go
Slices the arm
about a
off.
foot into its arm, and then the smite kicks in, and its arm explodes as the star knife comes back to you.
Goodness.
Beautiful.
It's then gonna reach its. Is that the end of your turn? Sorry.
I think so, because the other thing I would have done would have been that second attack, which I don't
Yes.
think hits.
16
Yeah.
sadly misses. With its other arm, it blocks the second attack and then raises a shot against. Yes,
Yep,
a 30 to
I
hit.
don't think that hits.
does not.
I have not hit any of you so far. I hit Carolina,
You
but
hit-
she
you hit Carolina,
but she
but
blocked
she
it.
cheated. Yeah.
So I haven't technically hit anyone.
Yeah,
So
you got me with one of your spells. Don't do that
yeah,
again.
yeah,
but you
okay,
got
that's
me with
true.
one of
I
your
am slowly
spells.
petrifying you. So they raise their hand at you, take a shot, and you easily deflect it. At this point, we can come out of initiative, as the 3 rounds are up, but I do need a final fortitude save from you, Yaz. It is a DC 25. Before you roll it, see if there's anything you can add to it.
I don't know if there is. I don't have it. I don't have like anything that would add to a fort save. I don't think.
Give me a second. Okay, so we'll just cast Greater Heroism with Andy's character and give you a +4.
Oh, that helps a lot. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did
Got
it.
it.
Very good, very, very good, very happy. The petrification continues, but it doesn't straight away turn you fully. You are now up to your waist, completely crystal.
River looks at you. I'm like, that's gonna make things awkward tonight.
It will.
Okay,
Hooray! My suffering gets to be prolonged.
so
Well, hopefully not.
you are attempting to dominate the research assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need a caster level check from you. As the spell scroll is finished, you have finished drawing the intricate rune, that the scroll itself, as you began casting it, it just hovers in midair, and you've been drawing runes around it, and as you finish the last one, the entire thing collapses on itself, creating just a single black point, which you shoot towards them.
Okay, so because I am infusing it with that, can I use the Phoenix form? Because I've got the spell already cast, so
Sure. D100 to see if you can do the, like, semi.
we've got to make sure.
Transformation.
See what the caster level is on.
D-
Yeah, 18, okay.
Get a 70 or higher, and you can use the Phoenix's caster level.
Chance. 78. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so roll a caster level check with the Phoenixes. Ooh,
God damn it. Hey, Yaz, do you have any more of those blessings?
Of Desna, yeah,
Can I borrow one?
absolutely, without a doubt.
is this your last one for the day, or is this your first?
This is my first one.
Okay.
I did it.
Nat
Oh,
20.
nice.
Okay. You're able to get through to them. Okay.
Stop chewing on shit. It makes you cough.
So I'm gonna move you all on the map a little bit. Rather than just going back to the big map, we'll stay here.
That's also a thing I'm going to work on. It's doing a partial transformation instead of a full one.
Okay. Let me get the music. So, as you connect with them, Shay, you feel your attempted domination of the research assistant, whom you know their name now is Emily, succeeds. However, you feel you are fighting for domination over them with the book, The Recreation of a Swan. And as you cast it, the massive form of the sort of crystalline golem around them suddenly turns into almost table salt and just falls. They stay hovering there, and the book turns around and faces the party. As it does, you see it turns around, still open, before closing in your direction. The three of you, or four of you, if Shaman's alive, hear, similar to the music I've played, that sort of humming and echoing of crystals, as if you're in a cave made completely of crystal. There's multiple different sounds of them happening at once, as the sort of walls of the cave you're in go completely white. Shay, what give me a second to completely form a question. Oh,
Do we see a face? Does it say
Anthony
needed
said he
teenagers
is
with attitude?
sick. Anthony is dead. Do you see
That's
what?
I thought. Said, do we see his floating head that says he needs teenagers with, or 5 teenagers with attitude?
Come on. Don't say I'm stealing from something I haven't understand.
Power Rangers.
Oh. Oh, come on. It's not that aesthetic. It's more of a natural aesthetic. Okay, I just need to properly word something.
Five teenagers with attitude. You know what's funny? There's 5 of us. God, pure tones hurt. Especially when they're not resonating with each other.
So the three of you see that the crystal that was forming on you is gone. The
Oh, thank
petrification has stopped. But there is a thin layer of salt crystals all over you, as if completely smooth. Just a single reflective surface on you. This isn't a question you are being asked per se, it's more something that I need to know from you, Shay. What does Shay believe is her biggest flaw that can be fixed?
Law that can be fixed.
Flaw. Flaw.
Yes, I said flaw.
Oh, okay. I thought you said law. Fix a law.
I mean, I can fix a lot of laws.
You have to pick one. That's what makes this so hard.
Yeah. Like flaw is in character sheet flaw or flaw is in personality flaw?
Anything. It can be a whatever she feels is her deepest. That can be something that she's bad at, or something that actively it's like a detribution,
I've already
etc.
fixed that. So I've already fixed that.
Yeah. So what is it
Go.
now?
Like, go with plan A. It always works. Looks down at bust size.
If she thinks she's basically fixed it with what she's done already, you can say that.
Its flaw is her ties with Seder,
Okay.
which I would say would be how he's able to find her, and she's not able to figure that out. So basically, the flaw of not knowing certain things.
I love it. Thank you. So, the cave that you were in, the walls go completely white. They turn to crystal. You are all covered in a layer of crystal. And you see floating about 10 feet in front of you is the research assistant holding the book. The book then floats out of their hands, and as it does, the research assistant turns to solid crystal. And they drop to the floor. As they hit the crystal floor, they melt into it. The book is floating closed, cover facing you. You can see the recreation of a swan. It says, "Bye," and then there was a name that has been covered by a slip of plain leather, and you see written under it. Let me just confirm. You see written under the slip, it instead says Tome of Crawford, in a very similar way to the book that you have seen Maya with says. How it has a name covered, and then Tome of Crawford placed over it. You then start seeing, on the white walls around you, these black slits. Just a couple, and then a few more, and then a few more, and then a lot. These maybe foot wide white slits, black slits, as well as small ones, and a single big one appears on the wall directly behind the book. The slits then open up into eyes looking at you. You see, appearing out of that big eye behind the book, a figure. You see Seder step out, no staff in hand, no dagger or anything, dressed the same way you saw him before he betrayed you, before he left the party. And you see he steps literally out from the eye, floats towards the book, and grabs it. What are the two of you doing?
He floats to the book and what?
And
Cut out there
grabs
for me.
the top of it.
I have a special carrying device for this book, right?
You've been given a leather satchel to put it in.
Gonna walk forward. Just while glaring at Seder the entire time.
And what were you doing, sorry? You walk forward and glare at him and do
I'm
something?
walking forward and just to take
Ready?
the satchel and up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Go up underneath it.
Do you
That's
need me
going-
to tackle him, get his hands off it? Do anything for you?
Maybe. Just a second. Let Turn give his description for.
No, you can
said
attempt to
that's
do that
going-
at the same time.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Yep, that's cool.
So I'm gonna need both of you to make an acrobatics check.
Great. Yeah, that's fucking.
Better
love
than my
that
fourth
roll.
check.
Well, I mean, 17's alright.
38.
You sort of... We'll get to it in a sec. What did she roll? A 9.
Alright.
All good?
Yeah, for about 10 minutes when he calls me again. So, we're nearly done for the day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll finish the book thing, and then I'll do one little thing back at this Mind Flayer place, just to
Okay.
set up for next week.
Cool.
So, he...
I can still hear you.
Oh, good. Yaz goes to tackle Seda, and as she does, and as Shay attempts to bag the book, you see you go to bag it, he pulls the book to his chest, Yaz, you go to tackle him, and he disappears. And you see him reappear behind the both of you, still holding the book. This time you see he turns it to himself, and my music died, and opens it, looking into it. What are the two of you doing?
Guess I'm gonna go close the fucking book.
Motherfucker, yeah. Close it. Try to get it out of his hands.
Okay, both of you make another acrobatics check.
Alright, let's go, Tim. I rolled even worse.
You reach out your hand to attempt to close it, Shay, when all of the eyes that are currently in your field of view blink at once, and in that blink, you blink with them, and Seda disappears again. He's now, once again, behind you all. Book closed, as Yaz, you attempt to tackle him. You pass straight through him, as you do. And
When I
he...
pass him, do I pass through the book as well, or does that come with me?
Are you attempting to grapple him or him and the book?
I would have gone that time. I would have gone for the book more than I would have.
Okay. You grab the book and you just pass straight through him.
Yes.
And you have the closed book currently. Please make a will save.
So that's shaking it in the bag.
You remember you have greater heroism.
Yep, that's true. That adds 4 to it.
Yeah.
Also 25.
That's the DC. You feel all of the eyes around you. This is one of the artifacts that I'm currently writing. You get a save because you're such a high level, and 25 is the save. So you grab it, and you feel all of the eyes around you intensify on you. This burning pressure inside of you to open it. But you're able to resist. And Seda now completely bookless floats over to you, Shay. I need you, Shay, also to make a will save. You know, if you use the book, you can rid yourself of any Seda problems.
Shay, do you want another? I've still got one of Desna's blessings if you want to use the second one. To reroll that.
So, if I use the book, I can rid myself of all the Seder problems. I look at him, I look at the book, and I say, "Fuck you, Jobu, I do it myself." And I go to stab him in the face with the rapier.
And you stab straight through his face. You see his face blurs and turns into someone else's face that you don't recognize. And then another person, and it toggles through hundreds of faces that you don't recognize. But you recognize one of them. But you can't place. It's in a pile of hundreds of faces. You just know that you recognized one of them. And that is how he is tracking you. One of those people that it's just too much of a blur. You just know you recognized one. And then all of the shit around you all drops. And Yaz and Shay, you are in the cave, how it was before. You have the book in your hands. You luckily overcame the will save, but you will have to make another soon. And behind you is the body of the research assistant.
Damn it.
Nearly
What are
had
you
it.
doing?
Put it in the bag. Put it in the bag.
Quickly put it in the bag. You have the recreation of a swan.
Hooray,
of-
we did it.
One of the tomes of Crawford.
Oh.
Now, to go a little quick, do you do anything with the body, or are you leaving them?
Is there anything on the body?
Did.
I'll get back to you next session, if I can think of anything.
Don't forget about the
There we go.
stuff
If there
I
is
did
anything,
later,
yeah, it's
too.
probably found
Yes,
it.
yes.
This is a crypt, right?
It was. You
It
see,
was.
it seems to have been fucked up when the city was dropped down, and some portion of it was, like, lost, and instead the passageway leading down has connected to this random Underdark area.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, I look at Jezebel and I'm like, you want to bury him and then fucking, what is that called? Can you make
Consecrate?
something sacred? Yeah, can you consecrate the...
I can do that,
Right.
yeah. Let's,
Okay. We start
find
taking
a
all.
spot.
Because I'm pretty sure that they didn't really do anything wrong. They just got mind controlled by the book.
Yep.
So,
Roll knowledge religion. Yes.
42.
Nice. you are able to get a little blessing from Desna. Specifically, you can take a hero point, and you have a D4 extra on all rolls next session.
Oh,
And for the remainder of this session if you have to roll anything.
Yep.
But with that, you're able to make your way back up to the...
That was a lot of white all of a sudden.
You're able to make your way back up to the village you were in that had been dropped down into the Underdark. What do we do? I believe you were gonna head back to the Observer.
Yeah, he said we're gonna
discuss.
talk to him after we got all this.
Okay. You head to the tower that he resides in. And last time, as you entered, I don't believe you ever took those collars off, did you?
No, we didn't.
Last time as you entered,
As a sign of good.
there were a couple Mind Flayer guards there who gave you the collars, and as you approach the tower, they are not there. Do you just make your way up into the tower?
Might as well.
Okay. You make
Making
your
a way
way,
downtown.
making your way
Walking
down
fast,
up
just fast.
into the tower, and as you reach the top of the tower, you see the massive 20-foot wide, 60 or so foot tall cylinder of glass filled with liquid
Yeah.
that had the brain in it is empty.
Internet's fucking up on, I guess.
Mine?
Yeah, you sound like you're in a.
This any better?
That didn't help.
That is not better.
There you go.
It's
There we
better?
are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you make your way up to the chamber that you met up last time, you see the 60-foot tall, 20-foot wide glass cylinder that housed the brain, with its sort of pinkish juices in it, is completely empty. And standing by it, you see the Observer. Let me quickly grab their picture. The Observer and the brain gone. With your relatively good perception check, Shay, you're able to notice up the top of the cylinder, where it is like jammed into the stone. There are multiple runes, many of which have been destroyed, but there is enough that you're able to tell there is a teleportation circle up there. One use that has been expended. The Observer, who is there, steps up to the party,
Thank goodness.
and as they do, Shay, can you make, Lee, can you make a will save for you, for Shay and Caroline?
I believe he has a deal that lets him have more. Where's that?
I think this is neither a charm or compulsion.
Okay.
Which is the stuff that usually, I think, helps.
Yeah, it's charm or compulsion.
Okay. Shay, you do not fall asleep like the rest of the party does. You, instead, fall to your knees and are raked with pain as you've been subject to a Mind Flayer's Sonic Blast before. This Sonic Blast is coming from the collar and is a constant effect on your mind. Yaz, You see everyone but Shay full unconscious, and Shay just falls to her knees, her mind seemingly raked with pain. As the observer walks closer to you, and we'll end the session there. We'll get to what he does with you when everyone is alive,
Oh boy.
although asleep.